We're live. Fraser, how
Hello.
we going? How you doing?
Good. I mentioned just before I'm a little bit stressed because the time, uh, reality of how much time I have left to submit my application has dawned on me. So,
Application.
but it's a
Application for what? Do tell. What are you
for
applying
what
for?
that would be my the wow, I really dropped the ball. Applying for a grant from the Screen Australia for money to finish slash keep working on Arvo, the game that I've made a little social media post that we're going to debut here in a minute.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Oh, I see. I see. Isn't that amazing? So you're going for to apply for some money from the Australian government. They're so generous, aren't they? It's like
Mm.
throwing
I
money
mean,
around.
yeah, it's been. I'm sort of getting into perspective how because they've done multiple rounds of this funding, which is multiple awards of 30 and $100,000,
Hmm.
and they're doing them. I think they've been doing them like 3 or 4 times a year. They did it last year and this year, and I think they've got a few more lined up afterwards. So it's not
Hmm.
insignificant.
Mm, mm. Is there a list of recipients? Like, do they have a list of recipients on the website or anything? For
I am
successful
positive
games?
they do, but it occurs to me that I haven't looked at that since the last time we applied.
Might be something to look at, maybe next week or something.
Yeah, yeah, that could be good.
Yeah, maybe check out, because it'd be interesting to see sort of who's actually being successful and what sort of games they're doing and stuff like that. Could help you in
Yeah,
your.
I've been following. There's one account. They're making a game called Later Skater. I know
Hmm.
they just recently received productions funding,
Hmm.
and also I know Luke Muscat. I think is how you pronounce
Oh,
his
yeah,
last
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah.
He's also received funding for a new game that he's working on. They've
Hmm.
both put videos out about that.
Cool. Oh, well, it'd
But
be really good to maybe check those out next week.
yeah, and I found the link, so I'll stash it away for next week.
Yeah, next week's good. Yeah, we give it a bit more time. So I believe you've got something to premiere on the stream. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've been heading up sort of our promotion, social media, a lot of the more businessy side of making Arvo. Um, and so yeah, part of that has
So
been
the
making
marketing as well.
and the marketing. Yeah,
So
so
so you're the extrovert in the team.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, these
if
extroverted
if I,
gamers.
if it was by choice, it wouldn't be. But we're kind of past the point of being able to choose that. You need somebody to be making noise and
You need
speaking up.
somebody to be the
Um,
extrovert.
yeah, and so I put
Yeah.
my hand up for it. So,
Okay.
but also, I mean, I did a diploma in film, um, and so I've got some editing skills and a little bit of know-how on how to sort of put together that. And then on top of that, us streaming regularly, and then the personal streams I've been doing have been, good practice for speaking into a mic. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's just sort of everything lined up where it's like, no, I should be doing this, and yeah. So this video is more comedic. It's
Okay.
much less game design.
Hmm.
Um, I'm trying to find a balance of comedic versus much more promotion for the game, and then
Hmm.
also high effort and low effort videos.
Hmm.
Um, so this is on the high effort comedic side of it.
Well, let's have a look, eh?
Yeah.
All right, I'll hit play.
Has this ever happened to you? You're working on your Outback delivery game when suddenly you realise the boxes fly out of the tray too damn easily. Maybe you've tried increasing the mass or friction, but can you really trust physics calculations to keep your packages secured? Of course not. So you go out and get the first set of invisible walls you can find, but you've got players complaining.
I've worked in the delivery industry all my life. That's not how box bouncing looks.
This is very concerning behaviour. Boxers only act like this when they are very stressed.
Well, do we have the solution for you? Introducing Boundaries. These state-of-the-art volumes will detect when your package is about to fly out of the tray and apply a small force to knock it back down. But don't take our word for it. Just hear what some of our players had to say about Boundaries.
Wait, there are boundaries? I didn't even notice.
What's a boundary?
Get yours today with 6 easy installments of $0. Order today and we'll double that offer. That's 2 boundaries for $0. Has this ever happened to you?
Oh, there we go. Hang on, that kind of sound like developerish combined with marketing. Is that correct? Are those
Yeah,
boundaries
there's-
a real thing? I was kind of surprised to see that.
There's a version of that script which is a bit drier, and I thought
Mhm.
it occurred to me after writing it, I was like, I could punch this up, and so
Right.
that's how we ended up with that. But yeah,
Okay. So
I'm hoping that cracks through the algorithm a little bit and finds some people to be interested.
it certainly comes in as a surprise when you're first watching it, and you're like, okay, yeah, this is kind of like a promo kind of video, and then you start talking about collision volumes and boundaries. Well, what? So hang on, what's going on there? So yeah, that could well help. That could well work. So
I got to shout out to my friends Lauren and Jeffrey for being my unpaid voice actors in.
I was going to ask. Who was doing the voice acting. Nice.
Yeah,
So you
I put
didn't
a
pay
call
them?
out.
Ah, cool.
Nope, I put a call out in my Discord and said, anyone interested? And
Zero
Lauren was
$0
nice.
development. Yeah, that's always good.
And yeah, well, Jeffrey is my DM for most D&D or TTRPG related things. So
Mhm.
any chance he can get to put a voice on and say something silly, he's up for, which is good.
Oh, well,
Good to have in the group.
Cool. So you're going to be releasing this. I mean, it's up on YouTube now. Have you made it?
Yeah, it's
public
unlisted on
or
YouTube.
unlisted yet?
Once I write up a description and get the captions in, so it'll probably go up an hour after we finish streaming here.
Right. It has captions on it. In fact, it has double captions. On it.
Hashtags. Sorry.
Oh, hashtags. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Rightio. Well,
But,
well done. Nice. So that's your second social media post.
Second that we've debuted here, we've had a few.
Oh.
We've had a few more listed.
I see. Okay.
If you want to click on the Chronoboros Games down there, you can. It should take you to the archive to show the other ones that have been posted.
Oh, okay. So hang on, these are all your shorts. Right.
Yeah. So we've only posted
There's no
short
dates on those,
videos.
is there? Yeah.
There's been some good traction, especially the early ones, and then we did one which was basically the Aussie stuff in Arvo was one about wanting to put more Australian cultural references in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one, the thank you, is sort of, just addressing some of those comments and, showing thanks, and it tanked. I don't know why, but YouTube's like, no, you can't be appreciative. You gotta...
Which one's I'm not sure which one's which. So I've got... I don't know how it's... how they are... There's just there's what 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
it's-
6. I don't know what whether I'm seeing them in any sort of order.
Yeah, newest from left to right.
From left to right. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Um,
So yeah, the first 3 we posted all got over 1,000 views, which is really exciting.
right.
And then the thank you one, with the red
28.
only cube.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it just took a
Yeah.
nosedive, and I was like, what?
maybe because if I look at it now, I would not click on that. It looks
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know. It looks like maybe a 10-year-old kid got hold of a game engine and decided to do something, and you're like, okay, nah, next.
I think what's interesting though is with the shorts feed, or with short videos, you don't often see the thumbnail. It's usually just served up to you in the feed when you're doing that endless scrolling.
Come
So
on, we've got to look at this and see why. Okay, why did this not do
We
well?
were blown
my
away
theory
by the number of
was
comments we
that I
got on our
put
last
the
video.
itch page
Hang
And we
on.
want to
at
say
the
thank you for
end.
sharing your
Okay,
ideas
I've
with us.
got
sorry.
Stuff like spiders, bin chickens, kelpies, and other wildlife are awesome. We love our diverse and unique flora and fauna here, and their inclusion feels right. Though we probably need to make sure they can get out of the way of the ute, unlike the notorious red enemy cube. While we love a Bunnings Snag and a Farmers Union as much as the next Aussie, we don't want to use any brands without their permission. But that's not to say there can't be legally distinct fresh snags or delicious iced coffee cartons out here anyway. We're still early on, so a lot of our focus is on getting the game to play how we have imagined it, but we're keen for the time when we can add all this good Aussie stuff and more. We're working full time on Arvo, which can be tough when it's just the two of us, but your engagement and positivity goes a long way to keep us motivated.
Yeah. Well, it's a pity that one didn't go off because I think it's actually a pretty good video.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know why that wouldn't have. Look, it's
theory-
YouTube, you know.
I put the itch page at the end,
Mm-hmm.
with like the link, and I'm wondering if it's caught that there was a link, such like out of site promotion, and tanked any sort of traction it got. But
Do not know.
I ended up cutting it off in like the YouTube Studio clip editor,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it never recovered. But
Mm.
you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, YouTube videos. It's yeah. It's a bit of a mystery of how to get them, how to get views.
Yeah.
But,
On the
yeah.
flip side, because we've also been posting the same videos to Instagram,
Mhm.
the first two got very little traction.
Mhm.
The Aussie stuff one, that blew up just the same as on YouTube.
Mhm.
But then since then, each video on Instagram has been getting more and more views, has been climbing. So it's 200, 800, and then 1200. So
right.
Instagram likes it, YouTube doesn't. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Different
It just seems like
platforms.
how it goes.
Different platforms. Who
Yeah.
knows? Cool. What are we doing today? Do we have any plans? Do we
We're showing off dev update. Big
showing
dev update.
off dev update?
And then
Uh-huh.
pivoting from there into talking about how you go about pitching a game potentially to a government for
Oh,
an amount of money.
oh, okay, okay, fantastic. Do I need to show anything? Do you have any links or anything for me, or how are we doing this?
I've got screen share up on Discord.
Screen share. Sorry, I'm in my DMs. Okay. Full screen. There we go. All right, you're up.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So yeah, it is going to be a bit of a, because you know I've been working on it relatively consistently, or at least Gemma has been in Unreal more than I have working consistently. So let me know if you see anything new.
I have to admit, I'm kind of jealous because I'm just working on writing and stuff at the moment. So I haven't touched the game engine for a long time.
This is my most recent contribution, which was sort of refreshing my 3D modeling skills, and putting on just some placeholder textures and bringing them in. So this was using the Blender for modeling, and then using a plugin to texture them live with Clip Studio, and then bringing them into Unreal, ready for
What's Clip Studio?
Clip Studio Paint. It's like a painting software, like Photoshop, but less of the photo
VS?
manipulation associated with it.
Okay, and you can do that. Okay, within. Okay, that's you have to show me one day.
Yeah. It was really quite easy. Gemma sent me a link to a tutorial, and then it was a case of using Blender's inbuilt plugins to search the shop to get the right one, and then just setting it up with the right file structure, and then it just kind of works, which was really nice.
Nice. Your boxes have changed. What's going on? No, the other boxes, the living boxes, the.
Oh yeah, the enemies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at them.
So
Goodness me.
Gemma was hard at work with the concept art, and then same process going into Blender, and then texturing, and then there's a few kinks we want to address.
I like that. I like the model. That looks really good.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
Gemma really nailed it, and the emissive on the inside. And I think Gemma updated. I'm not sure.
Oh, you picked it up. You
Yeah.
can pick them up.
I'm trying to break it.
Do they make a noise?
They make an explosion noise, but not a no other noises yet.
Oh,
They've got an explosion particle effect.
oh, you killed him.
Yeah, I think this guy's just a static mesh, no animation, no physics. Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah, it's really tough because there's so many requirements for the application, and it's hard when we want there's so many requirements for the application, but we want the prototype to look and feel good, and the prototype is a requirement for the grant application, but it's not the be all end all of it. So, yeah,
but it's also, I imagine,
we can get into that.
somewhat important as well. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think our current struggle is trying to find the balance between adding features that don't exist yet into the prototype versus tweaking them and polishing them to feel closer to how we want them to.
Yeah.
And I personally am really struggling to sort of find that balance. Like we talked about in that shot, the boundaries added to the car, but the boundaries are set to apply a really high force because the car is driving too fast for what we actually want it to. So we don't want to try and tweak the boundaries yet because we know we're going to have to tweak the speed of the car, which is going to impact, the forces the boxes will experience.
Right, okay. That's interesting.
But we're hoping by having it in there, you can at least sort of see the vision and, getting ready for...
So this is not the actual prototype, is it? This is just your working...
No, this is just the
model.
test world. We haven't... I've been looking into... Because we have the old level from the first prototype. I've wanted to remake a new one. But again, it's that case of like, well, we have a world that has at least textures and an environment.
Couldn't you just
set up.
add the elements you've got, like the new elements?
Yeah, that might be what I end up doing. I think in the future, definitely making one from scratch. I want to see, because we worked on... Can I speak to you? I can speak to you. Hello. Thanks. Could even carry stuff like this box. Right. So if I accept this, I get the box, and I think if I deliver it here, yeah.
What happened?
So we've now completed a quest, and what Gemma's recently been working on is so these are our points. I don't remember how much we sort of explained this, but we're working... The general sort of gameplay is you complete a quest, and then you get an item like this, which is your points. And then when you put it in the U, when you do things like drive fast or jumps or kill enemies, you'll get more points added to it. And then you can go and cash it in and sort of redeem those points for upgrades.
Nice.
But if it
you
flies
lost
out,
it. You lost it.
it takes damage.
Oh.
So the general idea is you're encouraged to do reckless things to try and get more points, and it will grow in size with more points. And then when you mess up, if it flies out, if it takes damage, if the enemies touch it, it'll lose points and shrink in value.
I see.
And then, there's all sorts of story and lore things that we've been cooking up to sort of help justify that.
Cool.
But yeah, I thought...
Gee, it would fly out pretty easily. By the look of it.
I'm not sure, honestly. It hasn't been tested. I think that's going to be one of those things that takes longer than, someone might expect, is just that testing and cycling of, like, finding that sweet spot of getting it to say in just enough but fly out. It's sort of the right velocities.
So it is getting bigger too, isn't it? Looks like it's getting bigger.
Yeah, it is.
Just getting bigger over time. That's it. Just
I think because I'm putting it in and out of the tray, I'm not sure.
giving you more points. You can cheese it.
Yeah, there seems to be a bug.
You can cheese it. There you go. The first
Perfect.
cheese
It's speedrun
solution.
exploit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we sort of had a brainwave where we were like, the points had been very just gamey, you know, like your score in, you know, Space Invaders or whatever, just a number to represent how well you're doing. And we sort of thought, well, if the whole game is about moving physics props and interacting with physics things, surely the points should be a physics prop as well.
So there's your
and then-
points.
Yeah, and so that's how we came up with that. And because this opens the door for things like if you have two in there, they will both gain points for the same actions.
I just saw it get bigger. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yes, it's gotten. I don't know what bug is occurring, but it's. I mean, it's
You leave it there
happening
long
with
enough,
the-
it'll take over the entire map. You're just
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? Like, if you had 2 or 3 in here, at some point they're too big and too unwieldy, and they're gonna just push themselves out. And so we're hoping
This
it'll
thing's
act
getting
as like a
much bigger.
nice-
Like this is growing really quickly. It's like a plant.
You gotta take care of
Reminds me of a Doctor Who episode. Or the Triffids. Remember the Day of the Triffids? You remember the Day of the Triffids?
it. Which Doctor?
No, sorry. This is another British show, Day of the Triffids.
Oh,
Where these
then-
plants. Yeah, I think there was something in Doctor Who a bit like that as well. This would have been years ago. This would have been probably in the 70s or 80s, so a little while ago. But yeah, look, because it looks like a plant seed or something.
The sort of narrative that's happening in the background that we've got going on. I think last time I mentioned we had come up with this rogue AI character who was trying to escape essentially like a massive server room by possessing everyday machines.
Yeah.
And that has failed over and over, which has led to all of our robot NPCs having, you know, sentience and intelligence. And so now the rogue AI is sending our enemies into the exclusion zone, which is the space that the game takes place in.
Yep.
So our enemies are these digital manifestations in the real world, and the points are the same sort of thing. So what I've been cooking up is very influenced by Control. I'm not sure how deep you got into sort of the lore of like the objects in Control, but the idea is that when enough people share the same myth and the same stories about an object, it can gain power and inherent sort of the qualities of the myths about it.
Yep.
So it's a similar idea where our robot NPCs have a similar power to our rogue AI, but they're unaware of it. And so what happens is they want to reward the player. You know, as you complete quests with them, they think you should be rewarded. And so their shared sort of desire manifests these digital points in the real world. And so then, you know, they expect you to go and take it to a specific NPC who will be able to cash in the points and make upgrades to your car, whether they're cosmetic or functional.
You sure you shouldn't be planting? It looks like a seed you should just plant and water. It's nearly as big as the truck now.
Yeah, I don't know how big it can get. I mean, one of the shorts on the Instagram and the YouTube is Gemma testing this, and it rapidly grew. So I don't know. I don't remember if Gemma put a cap on the size. I think it might be like, you know, a very, very large integer.
So these are your points. You're saying these are your actual points in the game. Instead of having points on a number on the screen, you have your little seeds. I'm going to call it a seed.
Well, we
Looks like a
will.
seed.
We will have like a system for tracking it, because the idea is, and I don't know if this is implemented, but once you're happy, like, you know, this has been growing bigger because I've technically been adding more points to it through some sort of bug. But the idea is once you're happy, you can go and deposit it. And so I deposited 73 points.
Oh, I
and
see.
so now that's my currency that I can actually spend. So while it's a
Right.
physical object, it can grow or shrink. And
So
gain
it's
or
like
lose
it's like an
points.
accumulator.
Yeah, exactly. And so the idea is, you know, you might drive to a different town to complete a quest, pick up a new quest, and get points. And then you have to make a choice of, do I want to cash in my points at this town, or hold on to them and try and do some tricks while I'm driving to the next delivery spot to try and, like, you know, add a few more points to that and then
Ooh.
deposit it there.
Sounds
And the
very-
risk, hopefully, will be that if you make too many mistakes, you'll end up losing more points than you got in the first place.
That sounds quite complicated, like a complicated concept to convey to your player.
Yeah, I'm sure there is some very clever ways to communicate it that we'll find.
I'm sure you can do it, yeah, but that's going to be a bit of work just to, I think, communicating it to the player is going to be interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know, we're in a spot where it's like that sort of concern is so far down the list because we're, just like thinking about getting the prototype to a good state to submit, and then all the other applications, the idea of like communicating, it's should be more on our minds, but it definitely will be in a month's time when we sort of don't have this this time pressure on us.
So what's your time frame? What are you telling people how long is it going to take you to do? What's your sort of project management estimate to finishing?
Sort of milestones we're looking at is this prototype 2 for the end of the month, and then the next milestone from there would be having a demo ready for February next year. Ideally, I really want to. Can I go standalone game? I really want to table at Sage, which is the South Australia Games Exhibition. And so we want to have a demo ready for that.
We can't see that window if you.
Yeah, just pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have a demo for February to show off at the Sage Games Exhibition.
Yeah.
And then from there, because of the small business course that I did that I've mentioned, they need a time frame from when you'll start, making money, and the limit on that is sort of the end of this financial year. So the soft milestone is having something that can be released early access by next June.
Before the 30th, presumably.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So I guess I've got other questions there as well. So like with the money from the grant, how much runway does that give you?
Yeah, we haven't looked into that. We haven't done the maths on it yet.
So you is it $100,000 that you're applying for?
$100,000 split between the two of us, less, company fees.
Yeah.
And the other
You bring in
random fees that'll come up.
Are you bringing anyone else on board as well, or not?
Once we do the maths, we'll have a better idea. I still have been thinking seriously about your advice, especially for a programmer. And so I think what would probably be smartest is identifying what we're struggling with the most likely programming and what parts of it, and then bringing on a contractor, a programming contractor, and paying them, for their time and their skills in that capacity. But it sort of depends. I think the vibe we're looking at is what's the most pressing issue, what's going to take up the most amount of time, using the money efficiently in that sense.
And when do you hear, like if it all came through and everything, when would you actually get money?
So they say to give up to 2 months after the deadline closes. So that'd be end of October.
Right.
But what happened last time was we found out sort of after the first month.
Right.
So I'm expecting to hear back by end of September to end of
September, October. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just thinking. So you're looking for. So once you get the money, if you hear back September, I presume it's going to take a couple of weeks to sign all the papers and all that sort of stuff. Got a good lawyer?
I assume so.
Got a good lawyer?
Nope.
And then, talk to your accountant. Your accountant might be able to get you a good lawyer. so October. So if you say end of November, you sort of get your first. But I don't know how it works with Screen Australia. Oh, what happened?
I jumped out.
Oh, you jumped out.
Yeah, I thought
Oh.
it would look cool.
So that means you'd have sort of 7 months if you plan to release by let's say 30th of June.
Mm.
So 100 grand over 7 months. That's let's say 6 months. 6 months is easier. So then it's like if you 50 grand each. That's basically the equivalent of 100 grand over a year. I don't think you'd need that to survive, personally. Coming from being poor students, you could probably survive on a lot less than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could divide it by 3. So what? 33 grand each.
Mhm.
And that leaves one for a portion for someone else.
Yeah. That's sort of where my head's been at.
So what does that? Let me just. It's not a huge amount of money for a programmer. Let me just. Yeah, so it's about 66 grand a year. 1,200 bucks a week, gross. Divided by 5. $254 a day. Okay. They're just some very quick calculations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's the 100
hey,
from the government would be really quite nice. Go quite a ways in securing the development of Arvo.
Do you have to pay it back as well? Is it one of those ones? Is it a?
No, it's
It's an actual grant. You get to keep the money.
Yep.
Nice.
I think it is limited to games with a budget of up to 500,000, but doing that quick maths with how much we, like Gemma and I, would be taking, I think we're well and truly under it. So even if we end up crowd funding from any interested individuals for sort of to keep us afloat.
So
the
you think about doing
100,000
some-
sort of just
Okay.
gives us that runway.
So you think about
Yeah.
doing some crowdfunding as well?
I think so. I mean, if we get the grant, it means that we don't have to look into that for a lot longer, at least until the next financial year, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't, then it's sort of the only way Arvo will be able to survive.
So don't you need to have it finished? If you need to be making money from your business thing, don't you really need to have it sort of finished and out there by 30th of June?
There's technically no requirement that my business be successful. But
You just have to have a product. Yeah, sure, got a product out there. You can put anything out there then. Doesn't have to be a finished game, then, does it?
No,
Just
exactly.
be-
So, the dream goal is to have Arvo and the base sort of core finished to an extent that we can have an early access out there where people could play through the first chapter or two of the main story and have a bunch of side missions and most of the map sort of fleshed out. And so then using that early access, we would keep adding more to it. But before that is, we need the grant to keep making progress. And then if that doesn't pan out, then, we'll look into sort of like a Patreon situation.
Yep.
Asking people to contribute a small amount monthly and give them some access to behind the scenes stuff and maybe some communication access with us as the devs. And
Right. Okay.
I think the main thing that I'm thinking is I wouldn't want to charge anyone who supported us on something like Patreon without. I wouldn't want to charge anyone for the game if they supported us on Patreon. I don't know how we'd go about that implementation technically.
Well, that can be one of
but,
your tiers. That can be one of your tiers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, we've been thinking about it. But that's plan B, I suppose. And then plan C or plan D will be shelving Arvo, and while we have the company set up, applying for the other grant at the end of the year with something of a
Right.
much more reasonable scope than Arvo.
Cool. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that all sounds like a plan.
Lots of
So-
plans. It's just
Yeah,
acting
yeah.
on them, I think.
Is there anything else you wanted to show us in Arvo itself?
I think that's mostly it. Gemma has been a real lifesaver working on the car. I hadn't realized until Gemma jumped in and took over a lot of the car blueprint stuff from me how burnt out I had gotten trying to work with this vehicle blueprint.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it just felt really unintuitive. And so it was making me procrastinate getting into Unreal and then even
Okay.
tackling other programming tasks. But
Yeah.
yeah, the sort of division of labor has worked out where I'm doing a lot of the design stuff and a lot of writing. Gemma's also doing that, but Gemma has been in Unreal doing programming far more than I have in a few months. So
Okay. So there you go. Needing that technical person, so you can do what you do more of. Oh, what happened there?
I jumped out again. But I timed it. I'm up at the top of the lighthouse.
Oh, well done. Well done.
I was wondering if that would that would work out how I hoped. And I forgot there's no collision on those rails. Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Oops. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
What are we doing next? We haven't really planned much, have we?
No,
it's
I
partly
mean I've
my
got more
fault.
I can talk about. I can talk about.
I mean, we can play through Stray. Was there another game that we were looking at as well?
We'd opened up Half-Life. We'd played through a bit of Half-Life 2, but I don't know if there was another one on the docket.
Yeah, because you were interested in looking at it in relation to the design of Arvo. Yeah, that's right. We went through the beginning of Half-Life, didn't we? Half-Life 2.
Mhm.
But did we get through that amount? What you wanted to get through?
We could look at more, but before we go there, I did want to ask, because I was looking through the project requirements. Do I have anything I can't share? I will just take some
Any
screenshots.
NDA type stuff.
I'll just do some screenshots. That will solve that. As I was looking at the requirements for the Games Production Fund,
Mm-hmm.
and I was wondering, there was one specific thing in here. I was wondering if you had any advice on it. Is the minimum hardware specs is some information that we need to apply? What? No. Supply.
Yes, minimum hardware specs.
Yeah.
I would recommend jumping on to, is it Steam that has the have a look at people's graphics cards.
Right.
I
Because
think
yeah, Steam
one of
does
the
that like annually report, right? Of all the
yeah, and I
stuff that's being
think
used.
you might find that one of the most common is it might. I think it was like a 3060.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong, something like that, or it could be 2060. I can't. I mean, I'm sure, but I would have a look at that and sort of pitch it at that. I mean, you can down with Unreal, you can change the rendering stuff, and your game's not that complicated. So yeah. I mean, and you want as many people to play it as possible, yeah. So
Yeah.
so making it kind of pitching it, aiming it at sort of a lower end hardware is the way to get people to play the game. So
It's one of those, like, optimization as a whole is one of those topics that never got brought up at uni, and so I guess the other issue is that being a designer, that's maybe not necessarily front of mind. It's probably good to think about, but it's
again,
not sort of
technical. That's your technical stuff that you're missing. You're missing a. You need to get that technical person on board.
But yeah,
if you
and I
can.
was looking at that in relation to creating a new map. I was doing a bit of learning about how Unreal sort of divvies up the landscape sections and how you can alter those settings to help maximize, or I guess minimize the computation on it. So, but yeah, looking into the Steam hardware report.
Yeah,
and,
have a look at
try and
that.
get
Have a
that.
look at what the hardware is. I mean, they're not going to test it, so you don't have to. You can worry about optimization later. But
I also thought it was kind of interesting to put it in there because it's like, well, if it's for the prototype, surely that'll change. Well, maybe that won't change for the full release, but you might not have a full understanding of how well optimized it is from just a prototype.
of course,
standpoint.
of course, yeah. But Steam also asks for exactly the same stuff. You need to put minimum hardware specs on there as well, so you can kind of do a guesstimation. Is what I would do.
Sure. Gotcha.
And then worry about it. You can always change it. You can worry about it later. Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Cool. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, it's otherwise the requirements are fairly similar to the last one. So we have at least a place to start from and make improvements from. And obviously we have a whole lot more, we have a way better understanding of what Arvo is as a game, and a plan going forward and all of that. So I'm hoping that helps us out quite a bit. Yeah, I think the new stuff is mainly this financial plan and budget spreadsheet, but I had to make a financial plan for the business course, so I'll either use that or alter it slightly to use it as a base. So yeah, I'm very nervous.
Why? Just do it. Just don't.
Because I want
Nothing
I wanna
ventured,
get
nothing
that.
gained. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah. I think I'm nervous to not get the grant. It's just
Yeah,
plan
that's
A
always
is quite tempting, and it's the dream, right? It's being able to have a hell of a runway to work on this game full time without that background pressure of when is the money finally run out and have to go put this as a hobby.
I
and
mean,
then-
it's not that much money. 100 grand's not. It's not. It's kind of like it's like a 12-month salary, really, if you go and get a job. I mean, and you think about also the other expenses. Even if maybe you're being paid 60 grand, I think that's the average in Australia. But then you've got other expenses on top of it. So 100 grand's only like a 12-month salary. So
Yeah.
you make the
I
most of
think-
it though. Yeah, having some money.
Yeah, and it gets us to being able to put out the most polished, the most game that we've made, right? Like once we get, an early access of Arvo out to the public that we can feel comfortable charging money for, that's sort of, a big hurdle to break through. And I feel like that hurdle's, it's a lot more challenging to get over without that runway that the grant would give
Oh
us.
yeah.
So
I mean, having some money is better than no money, for sure.
yeah.
So I'm not seeing any marketing budget in here.
Marketing budget.
That silence kind of said it all. What marketing budget? There's no marketing budget in there. They don't talk about marketing. Is this? Yeah, because you wanted to get a final thing, so you want to think about marketing as well.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't come up on the page at all. I don't remember it being inside of the actual application forms. It's probably a good look to have it in account in what we submit.
Do they? So is this to finish a game? Like, is this grant to actually like finish a game?
It is to achieve a significant milestone, and those
Oh, okay.
milestones could be, depending on the game, they could be completion, they could be early access, they could be a demo for an event, or some other.
Okay.
You can sort of pitch your own milestone, and I guess as long as it sort of fits this field of
Yeah.
significance, then that's what they'll be happy with.
So you're going for what, early access then?
Yeah.
Okay. But think about marketing though as well. I mean, I know you're doing some, but think about spending
especially
putting some money aside
and
for some marketing.
an effective use of the money for it, because it's all well and good for me to be making these shorts and building an audience that way, but if we had that money, there are some really valuable, effective ways to market if you have a bit of money to spend on it. So
Yeah.
and I think even just acknowledging it in that budget, the financial plan is going to be, just show that we're thinking about it, we're taking it seriously. This isn't just a hobby game that we've made that we're trying to see if we can make money on. This is something serious that we want to succeed.
So some marketing budget would be a good idea. Even if you just sort of say, hey, I'm going to spend X number of hours at X dollars an hour, and that works out to X amount. I mean, so they can see you got something there.
Yeah.
You will need something. Cool. All right. So, yeah. So is that all we wanted to talk about as far as that stuff goes?
Yeah, I think for today, I want to get started on the application stuff before next Thursday.
Right.
Just because last time we got started on it a bit closer to the deadline, and that caused some issues. So,
takes longer than you think.
yeah, I might have some more to talk about, some more questions to ask, some more opinions next Thursday, especially when it comes to this. Because, like I said, I'm quite nervous, and I want to make it as good as I can. I will not be pleased with myself if I feel like there was more I could have done, and I just sort of missed it.
Look, it's a good experience regardless,
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I said last time, the fact that you've actually put together grant applications and stuff is, that's a good experience just in itself. I mean, you can actually get jobs, for doing this sort of stuff, for writing up grants. So, it's good. It's good experience, regardless of the outcome. I know you want the outcome to be that you make money. We all want money, but just doing it, actually going through the process and having the discipline to do it for yourself, your own company, all that sort of stuff is, that's all good. That all looks good on your CV. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's you could just be sitting back and playing games, like many other people, I think, in this current economic climate.
Yeah, it's the temptation is there. It's especially when I was saying about getting burnt out on the working on the programming for the vehicle. It's like that temptation to just be like, I'll just, who cares? I'll put it down. I'm gonna go, I'll go play Yakuza for 8 hours without getting up.
Well, I mean,
haven't.
you could do that. I mean, 100%. So having the discipline to actually do what you're going to do is really important. I mean, that says something as well. But getting burnt out. I mean, pacing is the other thing as well. Knowing how far you can push yourself without crashing is that's a skill as well.
Yeah, I've been quite happy. I've been working 6 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
and I try and get as much work done as I can on those 6 days, and then one of my days, once I feel like I start to need it, or if I've made plans with a friend, I turn that into my day off, and I really lean into that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So like yesterday was a bit of a cheat. I should have taken the full day off, but I went for a nice big walk with a friend, got some brunch. I came home, got started on the script for the video I showed at the start of this.
Yep.
And then went and saw Superman. And so it was like, just having that acknowledgement of you need time to rest, and it needs to be
do.
guilt-free.
Yeah, 100%.
You need to work when you said you're going to work, and rest when you said you're going to rest. Otherwise, you start feeling guilty, you start procrastinating. And it just
Fraser,
spirals.
goodness me, who's this person I'm talking to? Is this the student that I was teaching last year, or is this someone who gets out of bed at early in the morning to hit the computer and start working? Wow.
I'm really good at knowing what you're meant to say.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No,
So-
I try to practice it. Sometimes it falls apart, but no, I know the best way to do it. It's just keeping on that path once you're on it, I suppose.
Yeah, but you've got to work with yourself as well. Like particularly when you're doing your own things, like you're working for yourself. It's not like when you got a job and you got someone else telling you what to do, and you just go, I need to do this and this and this and this, and you don't really think about it. But when you're working for yourself, it's like, okay, what am I going to do today? What you've got to plan it out. You've got to work out what you're going to do. You've got to actually have things in line set up to do. So there's when you're working like that, there's in fact two jobs. There's you're managing yourself plus you're doing the work, which adds quite a bit of extra stress and work there as well. So I know that
100%.
from from experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like being a uni student, I think if you're successful, you sort of dip into that mindset, the idea of managing yourself and then doing the work.
Yeah.
But now that I've finished that and starting a business, starting a company, and trying to really properly be self-employed and feel comfortable, with that title on myself, so much I felt that disparity between managing and working.
So, like I say, it's all good experience, regardless of kind of what happens. You're building skills, you're building experience. So, and all this sort of stuff, if the worst case scenario, everything falls apart, you've got skills and you've got experience that you can go and sell to apply for jobs. So that's the worst case scenario. So okay, well, that's fine. Yeah,
it's a good thing to think about when I start spiraling and plan A starts to look less likely. It's good reminder that it's not the end of the world. It's just
it's definitely not. It's
as long as
definitely
you're
not the end of the
doing
world.
something.
Yeah. And the thing is, the games industry is going to come back. Like, it might be in the doldrums right at the moment, but give it a couple of years, and it's going to come back. And look, they will be looking for people who've got experience in doing the sort of stuff you're doing. And with any luck, you might actually sort of hit that. Again, if ideally you want to be running your own studio, but if not, you may find yourself sort of coming out just at the right time to make use of that experience and actually get a job or something. If you didn't do all this, you wouldn't have that experience. You wouldn't be getting the job. So
yeah, and I'd be in the same boat as the uni students who graduate this year, or the ones that graduate next year. Like all those years leading up to a sort of big bounce back. Yeah, whereas
you want to keep yourself busy. You want to be doing something, regardless of what it is. Maybe it's a PhD in game design. Maybe it's something else. But keeping yourself busy, is pretty important, and not getting burnt out. So, yeah. So there's nothing else you want to do. Maybe we maybe jump into. Do you want to jump into? I can jump into 7 Days to Die. We looked at that last week, and I gave it a bit of a diss. But or unless there's something else you want to look at, which for some inspiration.
I'm just checking my Steam because I'm like, since I've got my streams share up, I could always play something.
What about a bit of Yakuza? I haven't really seen that much of it. I've seen stuff you've done.
Yeah,
But
let's
I wouldn't mind. You keep telling me how that's been your inspiration for Arvo.
let
But
me.
it's such a different
one-
game.
I'll be right back. I gotta grab my controller. I'll be 2 seconds.
No problem. I'll play some waiting music. How's that sound?
Okay, I've got my controller.
Cool.
I had left it in the bedroom because I had been playing Yakuza in bed last night before I went to sleep.
Oh, jeez Louise. Oh dear.
It was my mostly day off. Like I said, I got to make use of all that
Uh-huh.
time.
Uh-huh.
And then I will simply.
Well, I play 7 Days to Die to kind of like finish off the day. That's my relaxation.
So hopefully that's coming through.
Yes. Oh, it's bright. Not hearing anything.
Right, I did turn off that. I can turn music on. I have been in the late stages of the campaign, so I've been going around. I've really been enjoying Kiwami 2. Let's see. Let's do some fighting that I can hopefully talk over. I'm enjoying Kiwami 2 more than 0 or 1, and Zeb was telling me that's because it's on a different sort of approach to the game design.
Mm-hmm.
And so I haven't wanted to finish yet. Oh my god, these guys are tough. So yeah, I know the campaign story is sort of getting close to wrapping up, and so I've been going and doing all the side missions, all the collectibles, all the everything else associated with it.
Is this to
And so-
avoid finishing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but also, because I know. Oh my god, that guy. Because I know, the next game that I'll play will be Yakuza 3,
Mm-hmm.
which is on a different system that I might not enjoy as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like that's a classic gamer thing, right? Where it's like just procrastinating actually finishing it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I hate finishing things that I'm enjoying. I'll sometimes like not watch the last episode of a TV series that I don't want to finish, and I'm like, so I never actually finished it, but I stopped watching it, which is it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think it often happens almost to a detriment, right? Like right now, or last night specifically, I really wanted to play some more Yakuza because I had watched Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a sucker for the main character sort of sticking
thought
to
this
their
guy
principles
just-
to a fault.
Just knocked people out. He just stuck a
Oh, he's
stuck
chilling.
a-
He's all right. He's not dead. See?
just gonna walk it off.
He's fine. Yeah, he'll be right. You get a sports drink.
You
in
should
you
tell
and you
that
won't- you
to.
won't know.
You should have told that to our premier, Jacinda Allen. Like, "He's machetes. No, that's fine. Don't ban machetes. They're not lethal. Just walk it off.
Yeah.
Have you seen that in the news recently? Like, she got a whole lot of crap from worldwide. They've got these machete bins. It's like, criminals. Criminals, just put your machetes in here. Or criminals like, if you're looking for a weapon, just break into these machete bins and you can find loads.
Yeah, no. In SA, our premier has been more looking at the laws to reduce sort of who can purchase types of knives and that sort of stuff, rather than a sort of buyback situation that sounds like.
Oh no, you don't get any money. You get to put them in there.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no buyback or anything like that.
Very convincing.
You just You just lose your machetes. Which, like, I mean, I used to live in Queensland, and I used to use a machete every day to cut through brush. So I don't know those people who actually need machetes for. Maybe you need a license.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a license for a machete now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is this guy not got patches on his ass? Like, what is this?
That's Yakuza.
That's kind of weird. That's
I don't know. The eyeball ball gag is also like, yeah, okay.
what's the eyeball ball gag? Huh?
It's a ball gag in his mouth, but it's a painted eyeball. It's.
Oh.
I think you were meant to meet him in these missions first, but I found him in the Colosseum, which is like typically it's like a one-on-one fighting situation.
Okay.
And yeah, the first time I saw him, I had to screenshot him and I sent it to my Discord. I was like, what is happening? What is this?
Yeah, these guys look a lot tamer.
Yeah.
So really is a fighting game? I mean, it's interesting because what you were saying, I didn't really get the impression that it was a fighting game so much. It was more exploration.
This is, from what I understand, sort of the classic Yakuza trap, where if you see any small amount of Yakuza, you're like, oh, this is different to what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And that's because there's so much in these games
Mm-hmm.
that you can spend hours just doing one type of thing. So these are bouncer missions, which are sort of like gauntlet enemy fight levels.
Right.
But these are just one small part of the game. This is just one sort of set of side missions that I'm trying to complete now that I'm at the end of the game.
So these are the fighting missions.
Yeah, so like in the typical open world nature, you would get like one of these fights every few minutes if you're like looking for them.
Right.
But yeah, in this situation, they've just chained them all together. And part of the challenge is you don't have access to your inventory, so you can't use any of the healing items that you get.
Oh, okay.
But I'm at the very end of the game, so my stats are all limit broken. I've got basically nothing left to
Nothing left to
upgrade.
achieve.
Yeah,
Okay.
just locked stuff that I have to figure out how to unlock.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's one of these things of like, am I enjoying this? Moderately. Like the combat system I really like,
Mm-hmm.
but having to do mission after mission after mission after mission of
There's a
these.
word for it. What is it? Oh, grind. That's what they call it. It's
Yeah.
like grind.
And yeah, like last night I wanted to play some because I love Kiryu's sort of, character and the story he goes through and the genuine heart that's sort of deep in these game story missions.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to finish the story
wow.
missions yet
Yeah.
until I do all of this, and so it's like, oh my god. Oh, my controller.
Oh.
He's just gonna embarrass me, isn't he? There we go. But yeah, and so it's like, I think the smarter thing, I'm going the wrong way, would be for me to just, play the story missions and get that satisfaction while I'm looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know how to solve that from a game design perspective.
What do you mean? Sorry, I'm
Just the idea of like, I am kind of ruining the fun of Yakuza for myself right now because I'm grinding through all these missions. When what would be more fun would be finishing the story
yeah. Why don't you just
to get
do
that
that?
emotional satisfaction.
Why don't you
Because
just do that? You don't want to finish it.
because I don't want to finish it.
Yeah.
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 And I'm not ready to move on to the next game, but the story is ready for me to move on.
You're still emotionally attached.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can show you some of the influences that I've taken from this game once I
Sure.
finish this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy. sometimes you just have to power through it. But yeah, what's interesting in this game, or I should say in the other games, you have multiple fighting styles, and a big part of the gameplay is switching between them. And you get like powered up attacks and special abilities for switching. And this one is unique in that you just have the one fight style. And I was telling Zeb how much I enjoyed just being able to focus on one. And he was like, oh, that's interesting. Most of the fan base prefers it the other way. And so, from what I was hearing, I won't see this system come back, I think, until 6.
That looked like a friend of mine I used to know. A guy I used to work with. Oh, okay, so that's kind of like you've now finished that
Yeah, and I'm
section.
back to
Okay.
this is the in-game menu where you can navigate it, but you can see I had done like 3 or 4 of these missions in the main game, and I came back to it a few days ago when I'd gotten to this point, and it's been a proper grind. These are all missions I've cleared, I've completed.
Wow.
And so each mission you play it 3 times. You have the like normal, hard, and then legend difficulty. And so this is the normal, this is hard. If I complete this, I'll get legend. So these new ones, they're 2 missions each. 2 missions, 2 missions, 2 missions, 2 missions. And then that's 3 missions. So I'm like, I don't know when this ends. I'm ready to wrap it up.
Maybe it's endless.
It could be. I would be shocked because it's all customized content.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be procedural.
What the hell are you
but
doing with that young child? Oh,
That's my
man.
daughter.
That's your daughter? Oh, goodness me.
Yeah. That's
Just
Haruka.
context is
Yeah, look, we probably shouldn't be in the club, but
yeah. At night.
yeah,
It just looks a bit
she
dodgy.
there's a fun mechanic that I've really enjoyed that I've actually finished doing, which is she will ask you to do or buy specific things. So she'll be like, I'm really hungry, I'm really craving like an American style burger, and so you have to go to the Smile Burger place and you have to order her a burger, and she eats it, and then you build her trust. And
Right.
I didn't know about that until just recently. I was like, oh, that's really fun. So I knocked out all of those. But yeah, the main inspiration that I've been taking in the completion list. So I think, from my understanding, this is sort of one of the things Yakuza is known for, is having all these sort of check marks to tick. So, we've got talk to people, eat food items, get food bonuses, and then towards the bottom, it's things like complete. So those are Haruka's requests that I was talking about, where she, will want you to go and play baseball or go and buy her some sushi. These are all different restaurants in the game. You have to go and eat every dish at every restaurant. There is bars. You need to go and drink every drink.
So it's like a gamified game. This is what gamification is. So
Yeah.
they've got gamification within the game. They've gamified their own game. That's interesting.
There's coin lockers. So I think we talked about this a bit with the player story, where they have keys hidden around the map, and then you take the key to the coin locker to unlock, and you get an item, whether it's gives you XP or it's a food item or a weapon or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's tasks to find and open all of those lockers. And then the other one is these sub stories. So there's
Be
all
my
the different
baby.
yeah, that was another weird one. There was a Yakuza patriarch who had like a baby, like being babied thing,
Like
and
a fetish kind of thing.
yeah, and so
Goodness
like,
me.
did him a favor and was like, let me pay you back. And so then Kiryu's in this room with this lady trying to, assuming he's just another client, and then excuse me, you end up fighting him and all his men who are all wearing like giant nappies. And then the story resolves.
That's a Japanese
like,
game, right? That's definitely a Japanese game. Yeah.
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 I just love though because the story resolves where he's like, "Look, this is really weird. You're allowed to enjoy it, but don't force other people to enjoy it. None of your men are enjoying this. They're just doing it because you're the boss." And he's like, "Oh, I've seen the error of my ways. I'm so sorry." And then you can find him later, and he offers to help you with like the Majima construction, because
Oh,
that's another
goodness
thing.
me.
There's the Majima construction, which is it's a like a real-time strategy defense game built into the game.
Hmm.
And by completing sub-stories, you will meet characters who then in the future you can recruit to be, you know, units in your thing. And so, yeah, he's one of those, and it's so many layers deep.
It's kind of huge, isn't it? I'd be very interested to know, development-wise and everything. I mean, how long did it take them to develop? What was the team size?
I'm not sure. One of the things I've heard though is, and what makes sense to me after playing 0 and 1, is their philosophy is basically if it's not broke, don't fix it / don't take it out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, like this guy, he drops a lot of money. This map is the same, almost one for one, with like, you know, small improvements and changes, and a lot of the attacks and animations are all very similar. There's music that's been reused. So, from what I understand, the development is very much like just keep adding stuff.
So kind
Fix
of
things where
iterative, like
yeah,
Even
fix it where
iterative
it's
with
not intuitive anymore, or you know, outdated. Update where you need to, but
yeah.
rather than removing or redoing for just, you know, the sake of the next game, just keep it in. So it'll, from what I've heard, it's one of the main reasons it's allowed them to.
Because it is vast. Like it's a vast.
It's huge.
Yeah. So I guess I'm just.
And
sort
so
of, oh,
I've
goodness,
come in
goodness.
here to do a mini game just to keep accentuating that point, right? Like there's a whole in-depth mini game here,
Oh my god.
and then there's quests associated with this as well. So this is the baseball, one of the mini games where you have to hit 10 home run or as many home runs as you can.
Yeah.
There's another one where you just have to hit enough runs. There's a tournament where you have to keep hitting home runs forever until you get knocked out. There's a side mission associated with this where there's like special pitcher. There's a pitcher who wants to see how good you are. Unlocks tied to it. There are fighting moves that you can learn by getting enough points in this minigame. Like everything is about depth. Just ridiculous.
I mean, it's just yeah. I just see my development time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, would just be. But I guess the Japanese just work like they don't do anything else, do they?
Yeah, there is that whole sort of conversation right around labor laws and stuff in Japan versus other countries, and
Yeah.
not only the labor laws but sort of the cultural expectations.
The culture,
when it comes
yeah,
to...
the culture particularly.
But yeah, so for Arvo, I've been working on. I've built up a small template for our missions, and we're calling them jobs because, you know, like a delivery job. And then so rather than Yakuza, which has the sub stories, we have side jobs. And so yeah, just leaning into that idea though of there are sort of your story missions, but there are also heaps of side missions around the place, and so you get to learn characters and sort of experience more and more of the content in that capacity. And then yeah, I don't know, I've really enjoyed how the reuse of this map has created a familiarity to it. And so any small changes they make is like, oh my god, you know, like it's like, I don't know, going to a shopping center you haven't been to a while and there's a new like food place opened up. It's like,
Well, have you played?
when did this happen?
Have you played GTA?
I played a lot of 5 back in the day.
So
Played a little bit of 4 and a little bit of San Andreas.
I guess I'm just wondering the comparison GTA to because this is like open world. It seems similar in certain ways, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Like I haven't played. I've played it a little bit. Well, I tried GTA once and then gave up. But
Yeah, I think GTA, it's trying to be far more dynamic, right? Like, if you get into a fight with the cops, it's all dynamic systems, and you know they're trying to, you know, start out as a shootout into a car chase into like a helicopter scene, and then trying to pull all these dynamic systems together. Whereas Yakuza, it's very it's more segmented, at least in the ones that I've played.
Right.
You know,
right,
like you
okay.
get into a fight and you're stuck in that fight until you win or lose.
Right. Right.
If
So
you
it's
go
more
into a mini
traditional.
game, you're in the
More traditional gaming.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the use of the map is very interesting. They're both very large maps with a lot of things populating them. But
just
yeah,
in
like
this shop,
in
there's a hell of of crap in this shop.
Yeah.
I just sort of God.
Yeah.
They
Oh yeah, and
must-
then all the things you can buy. So there's these are recovery items. This is one
Right.
that reduces your hunger. Then you have actual food, which will heal you, but it's mostly used for filling your hunger gauge and getting XP from.
Mhm.
Alcohol. Then you've got equipment. And then yeah, they don't sell weapons, but I don't want to. How do I cancel your purchase? Yes, there we go. Yeah, whereas, you know, like in GTA, there's shops, but like most of them, you know, you're either buying like ammo for your guns or new clothing items or maybe some I don't know, some snacks.
Hmm.
There's not really a lot of like this sort of stuff where, you know, you can come in and you can get, you know, a full course meal.
Dinner. I'm hungry
Yeah.
now. Oh, let's get some grilled marble. What happens when you do this?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you
can
just
see-
eat it. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, if we're at a shop, you can buy it to eat later. But because we're at a restaurant, we're eating it now.
Right.
And so it adds 50 to our hunger gauge. And while our hunger gauge is below the maximum, you
Hmm.
gain XP points for it as well. So there's one aspect to ordering food, which is... Oh, it also heals us. So you can see at the top that red bar has filled up. There's also... You can only order 9 things, which usually you won't need to. But you typically want to try and fill your hunger gauge as close to full as you can get, because then you get the most XP. But there's also bonus XP, like you get more XP if you match meals together thematically. I don't know
Yeah,
any specifically off the top of my head, but like if you order I don't even know what it would be here. Maybe if we order these two, we might get a bonus. But yeah, this is just more of like the depth of Yakuza games, right? Everything's got something to it. There's so many layers deep you can drill through. No, I didn't get any bonuses. But now I'm full, so if I eat again, I won't get any XP for it. But if I go out and fight and run around, I'll drain through my hunger gauge faster.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it'd be good to try, but I just like, yeah, I have no time. I know I don't have any time to play this game.
Yeah, this has been... I knew it would be a commitment taking on the Yakuza games, because there's so many, and each one really benefits from having a deep playthrough. But yeah, this is taking the place of like TV, movies, other games. So
Right. Hmm.
was there another
Yeah.
guy? Did he go down the stairs? Hello.
There he is. Got him. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
You gotta really be prepared.
Yeah, so it strikes me as sort of in the same same thing as like GTA and Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
But this seems like, you know, earlier. Well, obviously GTA has been around. There's been lots of different GTAs, but obviously earlier than Cyberpunk. But yeah, I don't know. Just it's quite interesting to sort of see these style.
Yeah,
of
I'm happy to
games.
show it off because
Yeah.
it's a very new series to me, but I've really been enjoying it. I might save here.
Are these comfort women or something? What's going
They
on?
are
It's just
hostesses.
yeah. Right, hostesses.
It's
hostesses.
just chatting and drinking.
Just chatting and drinking. Just chatting and drinking, guys. Yeah.
Anything that happens outside this club is not under my control. But inside the club, we have a lot of control.
Right.
So this is our club Foreshine, I think. So we have a bunch of hostesses who we can put on and off duty.
Oh, well, we own it.
With a manager.
We're the
So-
manager. Oh, well, I thought. Oh, okay. Goodness me.
It's
Yeah.
Kiryu gets roped into being the manager for this hostess club. Technically he's not the owner, we just spoke to the owner, but
Right.
I don't know, she's just the owner, we're the manager.
Uh-huh.
And so, but that's, I don't know, this is one of the fun things with Yakuza, right, where it's like, and one of the things I've loved is Kiryu has been a Yakuza, like been part of the Yakuza for maybe 5% of the gameplay through the 3 games I've played so far.
Oh, okay.
Because in 0 he gets excommunicated because he gets framed for murder, and then in 1 he goes to jail and excommunicated for covering for the murder of a patriarch, and then by the end of 1 he ends up becoming the like head of the family, but then he almost immediately relinquishes it because he doesn't want to. He wants to go and spend time with Haruka and just be a dad, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And so he just keeps getting roped into things, especially things that aren't Yakuza related. It's
I guess
just
that's the
delightful.
game. Just looking at the time, we probably should wrap up. So I've
Okay.
got to head off. So yeah, we can look more into this next week. That's cool.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's never ending. It's a fountain.
Yeah,
of
I can
things to look
see.
at.
I'm like, oh whoa, it's too much. So it's there's so much there.
But I enjoy just there's so much here as well. Like I haven't started, but there's a whole in-depth mini game associated with running and being the manager, and then there's a whole storyline associated with it, and then the 2 girls there, they want to go on a date to help refine their skills, and so there's a whole mini game involved with saying the right things and making the right conversational choices to make them confident and help improve their skills. It's never ending.
Right. Oh, well, maybe we can look at that next week.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Fraser. Good to chat.
Yeah.
And we'll be back same time, same place next week.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Catch up. See you next week.
See ya.